everything goes, oh, it must be to do with our image.
Hello and welcome to the Pintcast. I'm joined today by Joseph Up the Arse. You can follow him on Threads, Twitter, at I Hate Your Club. Twitter if he ever gets his account back.
It may be.
You can find him on his burner. Bringing you the OG Pintcast lineup for the first Pintcast of the new season, the 24-25 Premier League season in which Arsenal are going to win the league for the first time in 21 years.
Been a long time.
It's been a while. Now, I can't say that with full conviction, but I can say it with optimism and hope and belief that it is attainable.
Yeah, last year I picked us to win.
Yeah.
And I was confident that we could, and we could have won it.
Yeah, we got pretty damn close.
I'm just as confident that this year we'll be in it.
I could really go for one of those, like Kevin De Bruyne, 3-month hamstring injuries. That really helped us a little bit last year, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I just don't care about them. I just don't care about that team. Like, I only care about what we do.
Yeah, it's hard to leave it behind, you know? Like it's always there.
I don't like watching them, so I don't watch their matches very often.
They're not very fun.
I'll watch it. I mean, I watched the Chelsea match last weekend with them.
Yeah, that was
partly to see Chelsea.
Yeah,
partly to see Chelsea.
Well, it's like someone's going to lose in general, or a draw, and that's a great result for us.
Love a draw.
Yeah,
love a draw for everybody
draw.
else. I wish everybody else every weekend would draw. I think. So I don't like watching them play. I obviously watch a big game, but I'm certainly not going to watch them against. I think they're playing Ipswich this weekend. I'm not watching.
Yeah, missed me with that shit.
Well, why would I bother?
Yeah,
right?
No reason.
And they're not that great to watch. They just aren't. They're not that entertaining. I've never liked Pep's football. I don't like it now.
Yeah, it's always.
They're very good. I mean, they're fucking amazing. So that's not.
It's always lacked a little bit of that cut and thrust. You know, it's a little too boring. That's why people preferred the sexiness of the Jurgen Klopp's like heavy metal football.
Right, the heavy metal.
And it's funny. I was watching. They were teasing one of those fucking video clips with whatever that show is that they have with Righty and Keane and
that one.
Yeah, that one with Neville and all that. And then they had Benitez on it. He came on and he talked.
I watched it.
Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, 200 million for Gerrard. It would be 180 for him and 20 for Carragher. I was like, that was a pretty good. I was like, oh, Benitez has a sense of humor. The Spanish waiter got.
Yeah,
look at him.
He was pretty good.
That's a little zinger. But also, he said, I don't like that tiki-taka shit. He's like, it's not for me.
It's not for me either. It never was.
Yeah. And it's like, well, I get it. Slowly, like it's the boa constrictor slowly choking their victim.
Yeah, it's a really good observation. It's a really good characterization of what they did to us last year.
Yeah.
Right. Just clamp down. But we honestly had a really poor start to last season. So
yeah.
That's
just Rodby throwing in that additional dig right now. Like I think he said something again when they were up there getting recognized for the team of the season, right? The PFA about you don't play for draws.
Yeah,
there was Gabriel and Saliba just side eyeing the fuck out of him.
Someone's gonna accidentally elbow that dude in the face this year.
I sure hope so. I'd happily see one of our guys take.
None of them. They're so good and professional. They don't think like us, unfortunately.
I know. There aren't those kind of characters anymore.
No,
not at the top level, at least not too often.
Maybe in the championship.
The championship, I'm sure there's plenty of agricultural tackles and all that shit. Well, let's talk about the Arsenal. We had our first match of the season. We have one signing in so far of the season. We have two apparently about to happen. Mikel Merino. Looks like we're going to have a midfielder.
Looks like we get a midfielder to play on the left side, which would be nice.
Another big fucking dude. I mean, honestly, I
love the size.
I'm really hoping that he, kind of surprises me. And, I don't think I'm going to be surprised too much by what he does. but I think there is an upside to his game that I must not have seen. That just like, the Euros where it's like, oh, this guy's tidy, he gets shit done, and a guy that's not the flashy player in there, like, but is in there getting shit done and being efficient. And when I'm kind of thinking about that, if he's going to be taking hopefully that means he's cutting into Thomas Partey's minutes more so than anything else.
Probably. I mean, possibly.
Maybe a little spelling of Declan Rice to not have to play every minute of the match, every match.
Yeah, I think. Right. I mean, I assume Rice drops deeper, and then
I think so, but I still think there's going to be
Partey maybe spells, and then plus we have a shit ton of games after the international break.
I mean, just considering the way Mikel usually does things and the way Arsene did them before him, I could see a lot of like the way that they get broken in. So like Calafiore is going to be coming in, subbing in Zinchenko. Who knows? He might be starting as soon as next week. It could be.
Right. He's going to come in for
you got a
20 minutes, right?
But you got a feeling that pretty soon he's going to get a start and Zinchenko's going to be on the bench. That's
maybe right after the international break.
It seems like an inevitability. Yeah,
probably. He loves the international break.
Yes.
He loves the
perfect timing.
That first one is when he drops people, right?
Yeah.
He did it with Leno, right, to Ramsdale, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he did it to Ramsdale.
Motherfucker.
So I bet you that's when you see some changes.
Yeah, I think so too. But so in a similar sense, so like we saw Calafiore come on for 20 minutes at the end of this match against Wolves. Not that even if you were signed, I don't think Marino will be playing this weekend against Aston Villa. But let's say the first match back from the break after he's signed and brought into the fold. 2
weeks worth.
But it'll probably still be Jorginho or Partey with Rice. And when they sub, they'll probably bring Marino on and take off either Partey or Rice, and Rice will drop down and let Marino move into the left. That's kind of more my guess as to the way he gets bled in and they see how it works.
I think that just solidifies Havertz up top for the remainder, right?
I mean, it doesn't look like we're going to sign a striker.
I don't know when's out there for us.
I honestly don't see.
I'm not great at transfers because I only have time for the most part to watch one league, and I watch Champions League, and I'll cherry pick games here with the others. But I'm not watching an entire weekend of.
We don't have time to watch 30 hours of football.
I don't. I feel guilty when I get to watch 3 games on a Saturday. So
hey, yeah, that's a good day. So Arsenal have this one signing in. Looks like the second one is done and will be officially announced probably at least by the end of the weekend or something. I don't know. You think it'll be announced before deadline day, it looks.
Yeah, it seems like it's done, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking about
media. We're talking, just official paperwork and bullshit.
I guess I wouldn't expect it until the Monday or something.
At this point after the weekend, after the match, it looks like we're getting some business done on the outs though, which is kind of uncommon for us.
We need another out, right? At least one out.
But it looks like
have more. I'd like to have more outs.
Sure, but if you're telling me like right now we got the Smith Rowe thing done, right? Which R.I.P. to the Smith Rowe number 10, Hail and boy.
Happy for him.
Happy for him.
Happy for us.
Time for everyone to move on.
Happy for both parties, right?
Time for everyone to move on.
Same thing with Eddie.
I can't believe Odegaard didn't take the 10 already. Like, I guess that's just going to wait for next season.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's too late to change the number, but I know that people already bought it. Usually when this happens and a player does change the number, when this happens, they like offer to reimburse people or get the numbers changed for them, kind of thing, to switch to the current number. But yeah, I don't know.
It'd be nice for it to be vacant for the year, though.
I guess. The sooner Odegaard's in the 10, the better. I mean, because he deserves it, and he's a 10, not an 8.
Yeah, but numbers mean whatever.
Yeah, I guess. But, there's a romanticism over the 10, and going to Smith Rowe was kind of like, okay, well, that's ambitious.
Yeah, it didn't work. I think everybody, even Mikel, appreciated the goal, the looking forward, the I can fill this shirt kind of thing as a challenge.
Right.
It just didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work, and it's better that those funds and stuff get moved on so that they can be allocated elsewhere, and that squad space, the wages. It looks like Nketiah deal might be getting done soon too, which
good.
That's great.
It'd be good for him. He needs to go.
It's good for everybody. Also good for everybody.
Old, like
$100K a week, a guy that we're going to get $25 million for, $30 million for.
I can't believe we passed up some of the Marseille deal, to be honest.
Right. I mean,
it must have been a bad structure too. Or
yeah.
something.
I mean, maybe this is going to be a couple more million. Maybe it's more money up front. I know
I would have preferred him out of the league though.
Sure, but but also remember the other caveat about that deal was that he wanted to stay in England. So he wanted to prove that he was a Premier League striker. So
I think he is at the bottom, but he is.
But exactly. He's got to be with the yo-yo team. If he's lucky, he makes it at a Nottingham Forest and stick around for the next 4 or 5 years in the Premier League. This is exactly the kind of move that we're talking about. So,
I also, with these players like Smith Rowe and like Eddie, I'm actually interested to see them in a different team.
Sure.
Because we've watched them for 5 at least years, right?
Yep.
And I think we all see as Arsenal fans an amount of skill that they each have.
Sure.
Obviously not at the level we are today, but the level we were 3 or 4 years ago.
Eddie's a hat trick striker against Sheffield United.
But I would
that's the
but
level.
I am interested to see how another coach uses those players with their talents in their team, not in our structure, and not as I'm interested to see how it works out for them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, best of luck to them. And, everyone here, these are, think back years ago, though. We didn't really have any academy products going out and doing anything. They were hyped up huge, so we had Wilshire, right?
But
none that got sold. The other guys that were supposed to be it were the Benikophobes, the Chucksanikes, the Jet.
Oh, the Jet. I mean, the next, how many times do we have the next whatever?
I mean, look, I was playing highlights from the Arsenal youth fucking thing for Chucksanike, showing my Nigerian uncle, like, this guy's going to be the Nigerian star, and it's like, well, he was a huge kid amongst a bunch of small 15, 16-year-olds, and like when he actually played against men, didn't quite work out. I mean, I think he's still playing for like Crew in the fucking League 2 or something like that. It's like something like that, Crew Alexandria.
I think also we have way more information on youth teams than we had 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
We would see their names, or we may see a highlight.
I mean, we were following those Young Guns blogs, and, and George Bird.
And now there's so much about them that, we watched them. We watched a lot of players never come through. And even in the last few years, we've had hyped players, and you had Patino, right? And he's headed out the door.
Today, Deportivo La Coruña, right? I believe £1 million for. I mean, hey, that's $1 million more than you had yesterday. And if you got them for pretty much free, then
probably they had loan fees for the last 2 years too, so they probably made a decent amount.
Covering salary. I don't know how much. A little bit.
I'm sure there was some profit on it, right? I don't think he was. I doubt he was on a big wage anyway. So
yeah. So there was that. Patino, the guy that was the most hyped guy in the Arsenal Academy just 3 years ago. 3 years ago, it was like Charlie Patino's playing as a 16-year-old. Oh my God.
Kid. Yeah.
Now we moved on to a couple new guys.
And they look great.
They look great.
Who knows?
Yeah, Ethan Nwaneri. I mean, we both got a chance to see him when he was over here in the States playing. He looked pretty damn good at both matches.
I think with the biggest compliment is one of the things you can see when you're watching your team is how they react, right?
Sure, yeah. How everyone else reacts
and they have no problem giving the kid the ball.
Yeah, it's definitely similar to the way Fabregas was getting passes, and you're like, wow, these guys trust him to give him the ball.
Yeah,
and then you watch them not pass to Vieira.
Yeah, like, oh, he's open, but I'm going back. I'm going to go back with the ball instead.
It was like Kiwior towards the end of last season. We're like, we're not going that way. We're going to do something else.
Yeah, I like Kiwior a lot, but I don't know if it's going to be it for him. So
I mean, look, if we can get any money for him,
I'm surprised that based on his performance in the last 6 months that there hasn't been more interest in him. Not maybe in the league, but
yeah. I mean, Italy. I mean, it looks like I don't know. We've seen some spurious rumors today about Lookman and stuff from Atalanta. I mean, Lookman looked like an absolute monster, destroying Leverkusen in the Europa League final last year.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, if you told me he was a guy you could bring as an option as one of our wingers and he's going to cost less than some of the others, like I'm not mad at it. But the idea about him being used as a make weight in a deal, I mean, the fact that we could potentially get around $30 million for Kiwior from somewhere in Italy if they have funds freed up by another sale kind of thing is probably the best money we're going to make. I honestly think that Arteta would probably prefer to sell Zinchenko or something like that, but he can't get any fucking money for him.
Right.
Can't get any money for Tierney. Can't get any money for anyone else. It's like Kiwior actually has decent stock, and You know that he did well. He's at Bologna before, right? In Italy.
Yeah.
And
I
one
think
of
so.
them. I think
no,
they-
I think I. Well,
or,
I don't know.
or maybe it's Bologna that's interested in him now. I don't know. Is that where we got
Bologna's
Calafiori?
where we got. Maybe.
Fact check us.
You know, fact check us.
Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. From that,
Where did we get Tommy? Wasn't that Bologna?
that sounds right. Tommy from Bologna. Well, my Serie A credentials are
Yeah.
in the mud. That's okay. Well,
This
anyways,
might as well
we
be
got him from there,
the 80s with this
Genoa. We
Maybe.
got him from Genoa. Anyway,
Over there.
but yeah, there's plenty of interest of him from back in Italy. And if you look at the signings that we made, like Calafiori immediately jumps him in the pecking order for left back and left center back. So the cover that Kivior was and is now surplus to requirements because Zinchenko's still here for this year. He's not going anywhere. That's pretty clear.
Tommy will be available for some
Tommy
sort of
will
games.
be some games.
And you got Timber who can play on that
And
side.
you got Timber who can play both sides, and you got Zinchenko, like I said, and fucking Tommy.
Yeah, so
And so there's really there's no minutes for Kivior this season with that being done. And so if we can get money for him, like we are in a position where we do have to sell some of these fucking players. So I'm happy with what we've done so far. It looks like, if we say that if the deals that are done, or let's say the deals that are rumored to be close to being done, right? So
actually get done.
Right. So it's the ones that are already done in Calafiori, all that, but Kivior is still off. Like that's not close to being done anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But we are saying that the Eddie Nketiah deal will get done, and the Smith Rowe one's already done, and Nelson will probably get loaned out somewhere. I don't. What do you want to do? You try to take 10 million for Nelson somewhere?
I would have taken it already if that was on offer.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think I mean, maybe they had their price and they thought 15, but I don't know anybody would do that. But
I think they're just trying to hold it out because they want, it's like, well, he's homegrown and stuff. Well, he's not good enough to play for a fucking team where it matters, If you're playing for goddamn Wrexham or Fulham or whatever, they're going to have enough American English players, homegrown players, to fulfill the quota, I don't know. I get that there's a luxury tax on homegrown English players in England, and that market only exists there.
But he's not one of them. He's not the luxury tax. You're not going to get a luxury tax on that guy.
No, not really.
Realistically, we got that luxury tax on Smith Rowe.
Right.
We got that with Smith Rowe. And if we get this money for Eddie, I know there's a bunch of big numbers out there for other players when you look at Solanke or something, what Spurs paid for him. But he was leading the line for that Bournemouth team all year and performed, right? Now, it was really maybe 18 months of performing, but we haven't had that from Eddie, and we know we've seen enough of him.
Right.
And so everybody else has too. And so I think if we get 25 and an add-on for him, I think that's
25 and 5. I mean, apparently right now they're at 25 and that Arsenal want 30-35, right? So whatever, give us 27 with 5 add-ons. I don't care. Just fucking get it done.
And then I guess you only do a $5 to $10 million deal for Reese if someone would pay it, but also if you're going to bring someone else in, because otherwise we don't really have cover for that side other than we'll move Vieira there, we'll move Martinelli to the other side.
That's where the squad's short, right? So
we'll move Jesus to the right.
I do expect to see more of Jesus from the right, especially if the winger signing doesn't come. I mean, I feel that there is a player that we are looking to add a wide attacker.
I sure hope so.
Fuck. Well, because it's just like, it's like, okay.
We need something to mix it up.
Right.
We have two great wingers. I think we have two.
Different look. We just need another bench. We need another bench option. Yes.
I guess I don't see it like that. With
I see that.
As many Champions League games as there are this year, and if we want to actually perform better in the other cups, just as a matter of tradition, and to maybe get something quick under the belt like a League Cup, which we still haven't done in forever, right? Have we ever won that cup? I don't remember. It's been a long ass time. I only remember the pain. And we need more. Is it a starting 11? I mean, on any day, I think with the quality of players we have, that starting 11's always going to change. And but I think we need a winger for sure. And will he be as good as Saka? Well, shit, who is?
No.
Fuck, you got one other guy that's as good as him on the right wing.
Yeah, and there's only Salah, and pretty much now, and anyone outside of a Liverpool homer or just an Arsenal hater would say they'd rather take Saka now than Salah. I mean, like this is probably the last season where you'd be like, well, Salah might still be better than him. But it's just like you see the power kind of waning. You know, Salah cut his hair. He's a little bit
more aerodynamic.
Yeah. He needs
looks
it.
healthy.
He needs it because he's,
He looks healthy. He looks
for now.
Well, yeah.
For now.
But I think those are the two best right wingers in the league.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And so we're not going to get another one of those, but we need somebody that provides something different.
Well, here's what I'm saying. So right now, yeah, like I'm not saying it needs to be a substitute, but they need to be part of our first 13 or 14, right? So basically, like we currently as it stands, right? So we kind of have an 11, okay? And that 11...
We have a 16, but those remaining 4 are all on the defense that could come in.
Right, exactly. I know. But so I'm just going to put it this way. So we currently have 2 players... 3 players that can be rotated in front of the defense without really losing any quality. It's just a little bit of a change in setup, right? So that's Jorginho or Partey partnering the Odegaard and Declan Rice midfield. So one of those 2, those are 1A, 1B, right? And then it's Trossard for Martinelli, 1A, 1B. And so those are the 2 alternate options. So let's say Jorginho and Trossard are technically first, second off the bench for those positions. And then I guess you would have to add, if healthy, which he looks right now, fingers fucking crossed, wrap him in cotton wool, Gabby Jesus
looks great,
is healthy. Then he's a 1B option to Havertz at striker or Saka on the right wing. So that's kind of us covered there. But really, you need one more person in that rotation for the front. So let's just say that all right, we have our caliber understudy on the left wing in Trossard. We have our caliber understudy or alternate for Havertz and Jesus at center. We need that guy on the right.
Right. But unless you're going to spend some amount of money, and it doesn't mean to be I don't know anymore. I don't know what kind of signing it needs to be, and it looks like we're trying to take advantage of certain markets still because we're bringing in a 28-year-old midfielder and not a 21-year-old 8, right?
I think we have a chicken contest going on here. Someone's staring someone down to the end of the this is a deadline day. This is a deadline day deal that we're talking about. It's going to be
which means you're doing this and you're holding off on a possible Reece $5 million deal or whatever. I hate to see him go on loan. We need to get the people out the door finally.
Cedric's finally gone.
I know, it was awesome. But we still have
Long
Tierney
time
back.
coming. Yeah, that's the other one that he's going to get cut loose and
he's just going to finish out his contract
go back as Celtic
and finish his. Yeah. Or we're going to loan him out for the rest of the year to try to get cover for his salary, and then
that's pretty much it. That's what I think.
Of course, is he healthy enough to go and pass a medical somewhere, even for a loan?
Who knows? That's a tough one.
He's out there training with Chelsea players.
They gave whatever. I guess Nico Williams must have had some kind of arrangement with Bilbao. They gave him the number 10 shirt for this season.
I assume he's going to Barca next year.
I guess so, but Barca can't even register Danny Olmo. What do you think about these cunts?
They always find a way, man. They always backdoor a deal, and they end up
someone else will get shipped out
on the final day.
Yeah.
And they'll magically be able to register him.
But they won't be able to make any other signings. So that shit about anything else happening this year. It's they just had to cut fucking Gundogan loose. He's back at City.
Right.
What a fucking joke.
So they'll do something similar next year, and
Frankie De Jong.
he's still he's was he on like $500,000 a week?
Yeah,
or something?
like 350 or 400K. Yeah, something
his
crazy.
agent, he must text his agent every damn day and say, "You're the best."
Yeah, dude. And everyone in Barcelona hates me because I'm the reason we couldn't keep Leo.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck off. He's the problem. I understand his, and for he's Dutch, so they're all assholes. It's hey, fucking dickhead, you're not gonna take my money. What is this?
I love their candor.
It's absurd. So anyway, I definitely thought there should have been no qualms to go out and just fucking pay the release clause for Nico Williams. You get him at $55 million.
Yeah, it's not that, but does he want to leave? It's basically where he wants to go, I think.
I just don't see why he wouldn't want to come to Arsenal right now. It's just, this is the sexiest we've looked like since 2005, 2006 after being in a Champions League final.
I don't know.
07?
07, 08 was pretty nice. We played amazing football
So
then.
it's been more than 15 years since we've been remotely this appealing,
Absolutely.
And,
we've
we
podcasted through some rough fucking years.
All the rough years. We kind of got dormant on some of those shitty ones. Those got a little infrequent for a variety of reasons. But
the Emery years.
Oh, the Emery, yeah, that coincided with Puma. That's a dark time for the club.
There's some decent kids though.
I own zero. I don't have a single fucking Puma kid.
Not any Puma. I have
not one.
I
have a shit ton of Nike and now almost all the Adidas ones. Not all, but more than I need.
Well, they are doing a very good job.
They are doing a great job. I mean, this year is definitely not the strongest year they've had, but some of the things on offer. My third kid has not arrived yet. So
mine either. It's in
transit.
Customs or some shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting on mine too. I don't know if I'll get it in time for this weekend's match against
No, you won't.
Yeah, son of a bitch. So as far as squad building goes, it feels like we're one player short from being really where we need to be.
Yeah, and I think the hope is we have a smaller squad though still. So even if one additional comes in beyond Marino, there still has to be at least 3 outgoings.
Yeah.
But
if the Eddie deal is done soon and we're only waiting on the Kivior deal that could be in negotiation right now and could be being used as a make weight for an attacker from Italy somewhere, which I expect that to be kind of complicated and that to be kind of waiting out whether or not we can use
That's
that as
such a complicated deal when you're trying to deal with 2 players.
Yeah.
I mean, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid seem to be able to work that kind of deal, but
oh boy,
but I've never. That's like one of the first ones I've really seen, and that seemed.
Well, think about it for Atalanta right now. So they started Kolasinac as fucking he was playing in the UEFA Super Cup against City or against Madrid. Sorry.
Do they need Kieran Tierney?
Well, they might need Kivior. If they let's just say they were to lose Lookman, or even if they're not, if Lookman was going anywhere else, Kolasinac is starting for them at left center back in a back 3. Kivior is made to be a left center back in a back 3. That is kind of his hybrid center back left back role. He's not really a left back in a 4. We've seen this.
Yeah, he's absolutely not a left back in a 4.
So, if they're starting players Kolasinac, I think Kivior is an upgrade.
Right. I mean, if you could give him a call and have him put in a bid, I think we can make a deal.
I'll put in a word.
You can put the word out.
I haven't been to Italy in 21 years, but
I think
I'll talk to my long lost son there.
To me, a deal for him is kind of a bonus because I don't think he hurt. I mean, his age, his profile, his wages are probably not high either. I don't think him being around the group and in the group's really Mikel used him. Now, maybe there weren't a lot of other options, but he did use him. And he does all he can not to use Reese.
Right.
or some of the others.
But Sandy was saying that, you were... Nketiah is our one true striker off the bench, and he doesn't come on until the 92nd, 93rd minute. It's like you're not giving him a run, you know?
You're killing the time. You're killing time.
Or it's like, oh, well, I thought we were going to get it done with the other guys. Now I just really have to throw the shit for the last 7 minutes of injury time.
Yeah.
Here's the other striking thing. I have to do this.
The old Wenger.
Kitchen sink.
All the tall people.
I mean, listen, when Bentner, Shamak, Giroud.
Man, we've had some shit.
We had some shit. Well, no, back in the day when it was like Wiltord, Kanu, and it'd be like our front 5 would be like Henry, Pires, Bergkamp, Kanu, and Wiltord or Reyes, that was some wild shit. But it also worked most of the time because it's just like, well, we're just bombarding them. Let's put another guy that's a killer out there.
Yeah.
All them plus like Gilberto, and that was it, right?
Pretty much holding down the back.
Yeah.
No, I think I think our squad is almost complete.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a far cry from where we've been for a long time.
Yep. I think it's a very fair point. There's in comparison when we've done these season previews many a time before.
Yeah.
Not too many with this kind of upbeat, or even if it's contained optimism. But it's like, yeah, like we have a really good fucking team. Everyone in the world knows it now. You know, like all the way until last year, there were people that were still like, you know, and you know they're laughing because we lost to fucking Bayern in the Champions League, and I really wanted to whip their ass. But you know, when the coaches when asked about it, people like that, it's like, no, like Arsenal are going to be favored to be in the final four of the Champions League for like that's how good this team is. That they like them not making the semifinals is them underperforming.
Right. Now I know Saturday's viewing experience was a little bit different for you this time.
Yeah, I didn't make it to the pub. It was a long one.
Did you enjoy watching the match?
Sure did.
Did you enjoy it at the end of the last season?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I was suffering the whole time.
You were suffering the whole time?
Yeah.
Wait, today? I mean, this.
I wasn't suffering as much because it was the first match. I kind of knew what was going to happen, but the scoreline I would have picked because of how good we are. But, yeah, I mean, I didn't enjoy a lot of the, you know, March to May.
But it was so impressive, man.
I guess not. I enjoyed it, but I was so nervous every week. It was just the dread. But I mean, we played just. I mean,
I was able
so
to.
Well.
Yeah, I was able to isolate. It's like, dude, you just gotta like. We're on this fucking run. We're winning all these matches. You know, like you win all but one match. You draw against City and you lose to fucking Villa. Like, what more can you ask from the team? You know, like it's an insane run.
I think
you're asking for complete perfection.
Two seasons ago, I just enjoyed the hell out of it. Right, just to be in the mix, it was so much joy. And then
there was kind of no pressure until there was, and then we crumbled.
Right, and then we had a whole year of pressure.
Yeah,
and it was. I mean, I loved the season. I watched so much of us last year. I mean, I gobbled up every bit of content that was out there.
Right.
I watched the highlights so many times.
Sure.
And
also, like, when was the last time we scored 5 goals that many times?
I don't know, but I watched them all.
Yeah.
I must have watched those 5 goals 100 times.
Oh, yeah.
And so this year, with all that pressure of last year, I'm trying to refocus and enjoy like I did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because we just hadn't experienced being in the mix.
Well, and we also understand, I think what we have to understand is like how fragile this is, that like any little thing can fucking change what happens, right? So the De Bruyne injury for City could have scuppered their title last year. In the end, no one remembers that. They just remember who wins the fucking title, you know? Like, you know,
they were still so fucking good.
I know, these bastards. But like you just have to appreciate what we have, and that hey, like win or loss, pretty much that like the team that we have that goes out there never really lets me down on a personal standpoint. You know what I mean? Like I never fault them for really like ignorant play or really dumb shit moves. You know, we don't have anyone on the team that's like perennially offside. You know, like Pepe. You know, like some of these guys that just like when you're watching some of the players on these other teams. He's infuriating. Like, well, I mean, it's kind of hilarious too. Like the Richarlisons and people like that, and even Son and the people. It's like, oh, he's offside for the 5th time this match. And you're just like I remember watching. Oh, it was Trippier or something, and he was playing left back at the Euros, and it's like you're offside. You're on the touchline. You're looking down the line of the offsides.
How are you?
And
offside?
You're offside twice in like a 5-minute span. I was like, if this was my team, I would be losing my fucking shit. Because that's the kind of thing that we've had a few players like that over the times, and Pepe was one of them. And I'm not trying to put shade on him. I thought he was decent, but you know, people like that just, you know, the Darwins and shit like that, where it's just like the fucking mind, like the brain farts.
I want this year hopefully to experience what City get, where people put up 15, 20 minutes and then they just say, fuck it. We'll try to escape out of here with a 2-0 loss. kind of like Wolves,
right, damage control,
and not just get our ass handed
not
to
hell
us.
to leather. Like, hey, we don't want a -5 goal difference after week 1.
Right. So I'm hoping we get a little bit more of that, because we have not. Every team last year put up the strongest fight I've seen. I'd watch a team play City and roll over, and the next week fucking give us the hardest 94 minutes ever.
Life.
So I'm hoping some teams will roll over a little bit. Let us, tickle their belly and take your 3 points.
Well, speaking of that, Wolves did let us do that with 2 goals. We it's kind of like you said, it's an unspectacular performance. We came out, looked good. We looked a lot better than they did. We put a lot of pressure on Wolves. And I think more important than anything, like, the performance is like, all right, yeah, performance is important, but the result is the most important thing. But also it's like, well, if you could set it up perfectly, what would you want? You'd want Havertz, who didn't really have a great Euros, but had a good season last year for Arsenal, finished the season really strong. Where, have him, the guy who's a false 9, like, if he goes the first 3-4 matches of the season, doesn't score a goal, everyone's like, oh, well, is Havertz back to this?
Right.
Well, guess what? First fucking game, first goal, great assist. Starboy gets the assist, right to Havertz, and then vice versa. And our star boy, our best player for the 4th year running or whatever, bangs one in, cool as you like, just what he fucking does. Look at the shrug, the celebration. Yeah, that's what I do.
He did make me nervous when he whatever he had done and twisted earlier, though.
Oh yeah.
When he was by himself and
I
didn't like that.
No. Non-contact is the
I didn't
scariest
like
shit
that
out of all.
I didn't like that at all.
No good.
I think he just manipulates that ball with his legs and his body in a way sometimes, and I don't know, but they were great goals. I think it's great this time of year when things are still being worked on, and we have, especially on the summer tournament, and you have guys on 4 different part of our team on 4 different return timelines.
Yeah.
And we're able to just start off with there were some moments, but we seem to have moments in every game where a team has about 10 to 12 minutes where they're up trying to go at us, and but we survive and we move on and we'll get better.
Yeah.
This isn't us. This isn't Arsenal at their peak. This is the first match.
No, and this is definitely, we've got an interlull after the next match. So it's really, and, we've got a big banana skin right in front of us with a match that, basically cost us the title last season, right? So we get a chance for revenge here against Villa, right? This is Villa away, right? That we're playing this. Yeah. So, that's literally the game that cost us the title last season. So here's our early chance. I think we're going to be up for it. Like you said, it's early in the season. You know that Mikel's talking about revenge. He loves that shit. He loves a fucking revenge story.
Remember
and
what
the way
they
we
did
did it to Spurs after the fourth place thing, a couple seasons back. All those. I fucking love that. And so I love the revenge, the motivation. I think we'll get it done. I think it's interesting to see. I really do think he might. You're probably right that probably Calafiore will probably be pretty quick off the bench in this match. I don't think he'll take Zinchenko's starting spot just yet, but there's a chance. I opt to with what you say. I think, basically what we did, we came out and showed that the Arsenal squad from last season that won all those fucking games can still come out and win, right? We didn't start any of the new players.
Right.
This is last year's Arsenal.
Right.
We're still going to whip your ass because we're that good still.
Yeah. I think it's still too early for Calafiore. I think,
like I said, I think after the interlull, kind of perfect,
I think Zinchenko had a good summer. I think...
Yeah, and Zinchenko had a good first half.
And you got someone coming in a new league and is not going to know what...
But maybe it's, maybe it's a 60th minute sub this time, not a 70th.
Right, which the 60th is the right... Great. That's the number.
1 hour for Zinchenko is the right number.
16-minute man.
Fatigue, mental fatigue.
Listen. I hope that's how his wife knows him, is the 60-minute man, because anything after that and he tires and the things he's so good at mentally, but in those first 60 minutes, there's just that little bit of delay because of physically.
Yeah. So I expect us to kind of stick to formula there, though. So basically still have the same attacking lineup going forward. Do you see I don't see Havertz isn't going to get dropped.
Nope. So your options are...
Saka's not getting dropped.
Well, no. So your options are you could play Jesus on the left.
Probably
or
not.
You could,
or
you could play Trossard on the left.
Or Martinelli.
Or Martinelli on the left.
I lean Martinelli's going to get another start there. That's what I'm leaning.
Because you think he's just trying to make sure he builds them up after last year wasn't great, although I don't think it was bad. But
because I think he realistically is the guy that's supposed to be our first choice there, and we just want him to show us that he deserves it still. So I kind of think that's he probably similarly maybe on a little shorter leash. But, the thing that he gives you is that he is our, you see the questions every preseason and all that. There's been no discrepancy in who they say is the fastest man in the squad.
Yeah.
They all say Martinelli.
I think what I, on that and Trossard, I think I just have so much respect for that guy is like, fine, I'm coming off the bench. As soon as I'm off the bench, I'm coming. Or if I'm starting, he's just a professional and goes at it, whatever his assignment is for the day.
But I mean, Mr. Clutch goals,
Yeah, well, when you finish, when you're in the box and you finish, I know we obviously everybody misses, but I'm not expecting him to miss if he's in that area,
sure,
right outside, or if he's in the box, forget it to me.
Yeah,
but I really like that player.
I mean, his contribution was immeasurable. You know what I mean? Like we would not have been in the, that title was possible because of the game-winning goals that he scored throughout the second half of the season.
Yeah, he was, or the goals that were the goal that put us at ease for the match. Right. The second goal, the third goal,
put the match
goal.
away.
Yeah,
put the match away. Give us any kind of cushion. So. With that aside, expect to see the same people in the back. I don't know if you get I think I probably going to stick with Partey. I think the athleticism against Villa.
I don't think he's going to change it.
Yeah, honestly, I think we're going to see a repeat.
I think you're going to see the same 11.
Repeat 11. Oh yeah, honestly, that's my wager. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe quicker with the subs.
Right?
It's Calafiori on sooner, maybe Trossard on sooner. Maybe Gabby Jesus come, if Havertz isn't having a good game, it's the two subs and Trossard and Jesus come on.
Something.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I see. And and this is a big statement match, like the nice thing is, nothing if we fuck this up, nothing happens. Like obviously the mood's going to change because everyone is fickle and you lose one match and all of a sudden, our title credentials are in tatters, but
we should have signed 3 more players.
Yeah, we should have. What the fuck were we waiting for transfer
We tried,
deadline
but
day?
Chelsea got them all.
Yeah, Jesus, Chelsea. Let's talk about fucking Chelsea. These fucking clowns. Not only that, and also, you know my proclivities. You know the players that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Chelsea get to take them?
I don't know. I mean,
this is a personal vendetta.
I think. As I've seen the squad, I mean, they have some. They have some really. They bought some. I don't know people, but some of the talent that I've seen of the 21 people that I think Maresca said he's using of the 42. There's some really good talent on that team. I think Lavia is coming back from his injury. I think was their last friendly before. I thought he was great. I think he's way better than Caicedo is right now. I have no idea why Caicedo was there watching what's the City midfielder? The one that Kovacic just walk through the midfield.
Him and then Enzo just like
Yeah, Enzo's shit.
Really fucking dodged the bullet with some of those guys. Yeah, he was just Pedro Neto, for the price they got him, I don't fucking care. I would have signed him for Arsenal. It was not that it was a cut rate price. Still a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money, but
if he didn't have those injuries, he's an 80 million pound fucking player.
I think you're absolutely
50 or 55 or 60 or whatever. It's a gamble, but that guy creates goals. He does that guy is an explosive fucking player. I'm not saying I wanted João Felix, but he definitely had a pretty good season for Barca last year.
I think it's if he played at all more on the right, I think it would have been an option.
Yeah.
But we don't need another person crowded in the middle. But I like him as a player.
He'd be playing on the left more. But
I like him as a player.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Like his wages would have been insane too because he was on crazy money at Atletico and all that. So I get the complication of that. I'm not mad about that one really per se, but it's just like Chelsea, like they have fucking Nkunku, right?
Yes.
Like he's good,
very good,
very good. I'd take him.
Well, he may be available at
Maybe.
any time.
Like,
just wait.
Yeah, maybe that's the guy we're waiting on the last day. I was like, I loved him in fucking at Leipzig. I don't know.
Well, I like on the right. I like the Madueke kid. I think he's got some talent there.
Yeah.
And he's not better than what we have on the right, but I wouldn't mind him having Reese's shirt. Is
Right. I see what you're saying. I was like, as an understudy, like I'd rather see him getting minutes as opposed to Reese. I see that.
Yeah.
And I understand that might be kind of what we have to look for, because it's like, well, is it a player in that situation that understands they're not going to get so many minutes, and so they're an understudy, this and that. But I mean, really, you want someone coming in to fight for that starting spot is really, and like you said, maybe you have to have a guy who plays on left and right, so that it's not the only place he can get minutes is where Saka is.
Neto might would have been good.
Shut the fuck up. I know.
You should look at that Neto guy.
This Neto guy, they're pretty good.
Plays on both sides.
Portugal
Scores chances.
Yeah, really
Not too bad.
good. Pulls hamstrings like a motherfucker. That one's gonna hurt. I'm not done.
I mean, all we can hope is he's constantly injured, which I hate to see for him. But, now that he's wearing that shirt, I hope he's injured all the damn time.
Yeah, fucking Chelsea. And these I don't know. It's just funny because the same thing. Like, also, I will say, thank fuck that Todd Boehly has no control on the sporting side for the fucking Dodgers. Yeah, and he's part of the Guggenheim Group and all that, but he is showing the most fucking ineptitude that I don't know, have we ever seen this kind of fucking donkey bullshit from an owner to this extent?
No, but it's definitely on purpose. So this is not like I mean, I think the first go round of buys was just they're interested to outbid them and just we're gonna use it. At this point, I think it's them identifying the talent and finding a way to bring them in, and they don't care that they're stockpiling them as long as if you get 10% of if you had 40 players that now all of a sudden you can make $100 million each off of, although you can only sell those to 4 other teams. That's the thing.
Yeah. I feel like it's like this big brain shit. They're thinking that they've outsmarted the market, and that they'll see. And we're playing the long game. In 3 or 4 years, you're gonna see that we did this. And it's like, yeah.
I
really?
Guess I think the only and they're fairly smart people to do what they're doing right in the business side. Of all their shady dealings, but. I think the thing is there's always more players. Like, this isn't like they didn't just buy all of them, and next year there's not going to be new young players coming along.
They're on 7-year contracts.
But I mean, it's like, okay, we missed out. Let's say we missed out on one of the younger kids we have 2 kids coming through right now, and other academies have 2 kids coming through. Like, there's more footballers all the time.
Well, I was happy to see them start the season with a loss, even if it was against Chelsea. I mean, against City. Like, it's always nice to laugh at Chelsea, and we had a match where you could enjoy it any which way. Even though honestly I slept through most of it.
I watched it.
I was watching the first
hell.
half, and I nearly dozed off. And then I remember watching the beginning of the second half, and then waking up shortly before the second goal happened.
Well, Chelsea get to play Wolves this weekend, so we'll see. I mean, really, they should just show up, play decent, and beat Wolves based on talent.
I don't know about that.
I hope Wolves kicks the shit out of them at home.
Fuck them up.
I hope Gary O'Neill does a very good coaching job this week.
Yeah, please.
And gives them another L. And then Maresca will
hang another L.
talk again about how shitty Modric is to the entire world, like he did today.
I missed that. He shit on Mudryk today.
Yeah, I think it was basically said he has no footballing IQ. He doesn't understand what to do.
You didn't look at his tattoos?
He doesn't understand what to do.
Oh, boy.
Once he gets into the box.
Oh, wow. So
he also doesn't understand what to do before he gets to the box. So, like, the two...
So he doesn't know what he's doing before he gets there.
The
he doesn't
meter
know what he's doing
between the beginning of the box and the end of the box,
it's the only place.
He's great, but...
you just got to find him in these fine margins. Fine margins. He can receive the ball about... This rug we have here, it's about a yard.
Right. He's
about
good.
A yard. He's got this yard. It's
excellent.
From the 70th yard to the 71st yard.
Yeah. So yes, he'll throw somebody. He's a great communicator. That guy's great.
Oh boy. Well, Chelsea will be interesting to watch all season. I have some people telling me that they expect Chelsea to make a top 4, and I'm kind of like, on what fucking evidence? You just think that because they threw it all together, it's gonna happen?
I think it's just the overall talent. I think they do have a lot of talent, and they've added even more. So, I think they have good attacking talent. They're shit at the back, but so are Spurs. So are United.
But their talent's all in the same fucking place. Like, there's still Nico Jackson's your striker.
Yep. It's a problem.
Like that guy, I mean, he's got the worst case of the Aubameyangs. You know what I mean? Like, he's all the bad things of Aubameyang, right? But when he has this thing where he gets into the right place.
Yes, he does
all the time,
over and over and over and over.
So it's like he has these right instincts, but he's just so shit. It's hilarious.
Long may it continue, because if he actually figures out how to finish.
He could be a 30-goal season striker.
Yeah.
Well, what was what did he underperform his XG? I mean, Chelsea severely underperformed their XG last year. That was big.
Right.
I've already heard this on all the other fucking big podcasts. Like, oh, well, Chelsea actually weren't that bad. And it's like, yeah, like having a shit keeper and underperforming your XG on the front, and I get it.
Shit keepers.
8 keepers.
A lot. I think
Octo.
I think they said,
Octopussy?
well, technically a couple of those are youth, but you still have 6.
Oh, 6. 5 senior goalkeepers. Even if it's 5. Who the fuck has 5 goalkeepers? You're going to sell one of them? You're going to have 5 or 4 instead? You're going to have only 2 keepers are going to dress. They're just going to be kicking it in the box.
Yeah.
In the luxury box upstairs. Not in the.
They don't have enough space for the.
They don't have enough space for them. Even in the stand behind.
Yeah.
No, they have to go up to the box. Mm-hmm. They're gonna have to rent a new fucking box just for the players.
Right.
The guys that aren't involved in the matchday squad, or even one removed, not even in training. So, the 23 guys that don't train with the 21 other ones, right, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
How many players do they have? 46.
It's at least 40.
Okay, it's over 40. So yeah, so 21. So there's 21 in training. There's 21 or 23 out of training. Half the squad.
Well, they're in training.
Right, but they're in separate training.
But I don't know who's training them.
I think they brought back Avram Grant.
Right. He's got a shadow
the Undertaker.
team. He's got a shadow team, and they're going to use them for club friendlies
Europa
or some
Conference
shit.
League.
They're going to go on a tour.
I wonder because Chelsea played today.
Yes, they played
like
Conference
Europa,
League today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where those guys play. They're
no,
no,
because Modric played, so that's one of their guys.
Oh, that's why he shit on him, because that was after the match. He said that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I gotta see that. I gotta watch this highlight.
I
did see some of the people being saying like, hey, this manager, what's his name, Enzo Maresca, that he has a chance of being the favorite Chelsea manager ever, because this guy's already ripped him to pieces. It's like, oh boy.
I thought it was where you'll watch a video and someone will dub funny shit over it. I swear to God, I thought it was a dub. Because I couldn't believe
you thought it was an AI deepfake.
I didn't think that he was really saying what he did.
Oh my God!
But I mean, I could see them finishing 4th because of the rest of them, not because of how great they are.
I think you're right. The pack chasing 4th, because we're talking about realistically Manchester United,
Spurs,
Spurs,
Villa, Newcastle,
and that's probably it. There'll be one more that'll be up there for some time and might surprise us. But I think for the top 4, if we're saying that
Brighton might be up there for a bit of time.
There's a chance. If Liverpool, Liverpool have signed a whopping total of 0 players, but they've sold a few, and they seem to be in good finances. You seem to think so.
They're a very good team.
They're a pretty good team.
They're a very good team. Their attacking talent is awesome.
Yeah, that's it seems like, I saw someone, I don't know what pundit was it, but talking about how they, yes, hello.
That's your pundit.
Yeah, Itachi. All right, our pundit's here to tell us all the important things. Okay, Itachi, lay it down for us. But that with a new manager, if they made a signing or something already that maybe it wouldn't be the right guy for his system, let him come in. Maybe you wait to make the impact signing until January. Next summer is where you actually push the boat out because the new coach figures out who he wants to implement in his system and change stuff. I think that makes sense. And also, like you said, if they think, this is a calculated gamble, because if United actually look good, which they don't, if Chelsea look good, which they don't, like they'd have a big fight on their hands to stay in the top 4.
Right. So
maybe they couldn't take that risk.
Is one big signing going to make them challenge for the title this year? Maybe, but not. I don't think they could win it.
But I do think the one big signing this year could help set them up to be a real contender for next season. Embedded in for a season.
Right, but when your ownership, why not just wait until next summer when, like you said, he'll know this team better, and maybe they sell Salah. Maybe it's time for the real change. Yeah, I mean, because we have to see how this is currently Jurgen Klopp's team. Yeah.
Right. I mean, these are the players he had. So, the squad that Mikel inherited from Emery that never really fully became an Emery team.
Right. Didn't have time.
It was that / bunch of retard rejects that we fucking had that just weren't.
The Gazidis when he left, and the trifecta,
and the Raul bullshit,
all that bullshit.
All the bullshit. So the Mislintat, all our ex-Dortmund players, and all of our fucking Kira Jorbachian clients.
Yeah.
What a shit time. God, I was going through that in a group chat, my friends. It's like, we were going through this, and there. Like, yeah, it's a lot better now. It's a lot better. It's a lot better now.
I just don't know that it makes sense. And I don't know that it would make sense for even Arsenal to go out and lay out. I mean, I guess another $100 million player may get us to the title.
I would do it.
Or it could get us the exact same second place.
But you never know if you don't try.
Right, but
I mean, when you finish second, then it's like, well, why didn't they sign that striker? Victor Osimhen doesn't have a fucking team yet. We're not going to sign him. But
yeah, he's not coming.
But he's the kind of guy. He's the 100 million striker that could score 30 goals in the league. That
maybe.
I
don't know in our system. I don't know if our system's ever going to have a 30 goal striker.
Maybe not, but he'd do what Jesus didn't do and score 20 league goals. And that's all we need.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, but whatever. Yeah.
Finishing. That whole thing.
But he is a finisher. I like I said, I'm not hung up on that as a.
No, I understand.
But
him as an example, him as an example, 20-ish goals.
I don't know that Vlahovic should be the guy. He hasn't really shown it at Juve that consistently. There's not that many. I did see quite a bit of Sesko at the end of last season. So when it looked like there was a release clause and all that, he didn't have a great Euros, but he's a fucking kid and he's got all this talent and he scores bangers.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, man, especially if he was the understudy and you're saying, this is the guy who comes on for Havertz for the last 20 minutes, fucking bring on the Agent of Chaos, this kid that can, score some wonder goals.
I liked
Ferguson?
No, who's the one at Liverpool?
Darwin?
No, the other one. The one that can finish.
Gakpo?
Yeah. So I like the shot. I like that kind of shot on a striker where he could just bullet the ball in.
Yeah, he can leather it.
And maybe that's because we've had a period of time where we have Eddie fumbling it over the fucking goal line. So I would love a striker that could just kick the shit out of the ball into the goal once in a while.
Havertz doesn't tend to leather it. I was having debates with. I was watching the first match with Kyle, our friend of the show, Mr. at Anfield Cat 420.
Mm-hmm.
big Liverpool supporter, Kyle Huff, nasty. But, you know, like we were watching and he's German, so we're watching the Euros over at the fucking Red Lion during the summer, and he's like, God, why isn't Foley starting over Havertz, you know? And then he says it, you know, then Fulkrug scored a fucking sick ass, like, you know, he powered one in because he's got a thunder bastard of a left.
Right.
He's, you know, he's got almost Podolski level hammer, you know? And it's like, yeah, when a guy can fucking leather a ball like that, and then you got Havertz who, like, it's literally his least convincing time is when he strikes a ball.
I'm just going to touch it past you somehow.
It somehow makes its way through, but it's usually not that convincing.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually not the cleanest connection. And so that was always his big strike against it. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I love a striker that, you know, finishes with a plum.
And for me, it's different than what we have.
Right.
Whether that's Jesus or Havertz, it's different.
Well, that's why I said, you know, I kind of like the idea of a lookman. I mean, honestly, I'm thinking back. I'm trying to think, like, what kind of striker. If I look back in the Arsenal history of the past 15
we haven't
years,
had one that I'd want.
Eduardo.
Yeah.
I was like, literally, that's the only one that came to mind. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I like the fox in the box. Like the guy that like a guy that's as clinical or more clinical than what we've seen with Trossard.
Gotcha.
And just remember those 2 seasons, you know, before the leg break of just Eduardo, you know, turn and volley.
I have looked back. I have looked back, and I have gone through, you know, 07, 08, 08, 09, those seasons, and I mean, he was just plucked out of, what would he come from?
He was one of the ones from like the
Czech Republic or something.
No,
but he playing for one of those
teams.
teams.
From the Ukrainian league, like Shakhtar. Whatever, Shakhtar Donetsk.
Maybe.
No, it was one of the other ones.
It was the other
Sparta Prague or some shit. I don't know.
Something. I don't know.
Spartak Moscow. I don't know. We got him from somewhere over there.
Man, he was so good.
But like I was saying, like just like that kind of clinical finishing, like that. That was the guy's like, hey, like who do you want the chance to fall to in the box? The same way that we look at it, the way Trossard finished this past season. I was like that kind of guy, like a little guy like that, just gonna perfectly paint it in the corner. You know, oh shit, he got half a step. You know, and that's what we see from. Like, we see Jesus do those finishes sometimes, but it's not like Eduardo was more clinical at that than he is.
Yeah.
So that is the kind of like, I'm like the alternate, the wide forward that could be the guy. It's like, we just need someone that has a bit of magic and a really fucking sharp foot that's just a little laser to hit the corners and the angles we need.
Yeah. And then the McKellar. Tell him don't shoot until you get right here, and then.
Oh God, the walk it in. No history like that. That's as Arsenal as can be. Let's talk a little about United. You know, Liverpool are doing fine. They're enjoying this limbo season. We got to see United in person at the called the Home Depot Center at SoFi. We severely outnumbered. I mean, man, these United fans, you know, they don't travel well from London, I guess. I thought there'd be so many of them.
Yeah, that was a red and white stadium.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I couldn't. It really just shows you how fair weather their sorry ass fans are, because like they literally, like, numbers wise, I've seen United fans at matches here in the States before. Like, I've been to one at the Rose Bowl and shit like that. They always outnumber everybody, except for maybe Barcelona. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, Barcelona, Real Madrid have comparable, but then it's like their fucking fan base is bigger than Arsenal. It's just like United just won so much for so fucking long. But these cowards didn't want to come out to see him play in LA because they're worried about losing in front of Arsenal
all of those
fans.
guys are old like me. And they're not coming out anymore unless it's going well.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it's not the younger fans are going to be City, they're going to be Chelsea, that you know, from England on that
still
Premier
saw some
League.
Garnacho jerseys, unfortunately.
But I mean, they're still going to have some numbers. Don't get me wrong, but
Pogba's gone. Who's going to do the TikTok dances?
I don't know.
Scott McTominay.
But I thought they were going to sell him. United, average.
Yeah,
they're average. They have
10 hug in, baby.
I mean, apparently they're going to get a midfield signing that will hopefully, you know, push Casemiro down the pecking order, but
they need that. What a
their midfield's junk.
Yeah.
Mainu's a great young player, but he's just a great young player. for his age.
I mean, I think Mainu,
I-
if they got the right guy in with Mainu and Bruno, I think it's all
Here's
right.
the thing that none of those players have experienced is, if you're the best player on the field in your team, they're going to have tactics, and you'll disappear.
You'll get
so
marked
then
out of the match.
what's the rest of your team going to do?
Right.
And so, for most opponents are going to kind of focus on Bruno because he's the best player they have.
Yeah.
And so no one looks at Manu. So he's got freedom because no one's paying attention to
Right.
him. As soon as someone pays attention to him, then we'll see how good you are.
Yeah, I think I remember that with happening to Odegaard a bit, because especially 2 years ago when we were in the title hunt and we did well early in the season, they learned that like, hey, this guy runs the press, everything runs through him. If we mark him out of the match, they don't know what to do.
They don't know what to do.
And they got us, but our team has leveled up. Like we have gotten stronger all around him,
Right.
and now you can't just do that because
I think-
death by 1,000 cuts.
I think you're going to see that with like Cole Palmer this year. It's like no one covered him. He had freedom because
Right.
nobody's like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Yeah, whatever. Who this fucking...
He's not going to experience. Now, if he can overcome that, then that's when
Yeah, yeah.
That's
If
when
he,
you really
if he scores
know.
20 goals again this year,
Then it wasn't just because
it wasn't a fluke.
they left him alone in the midfield with the ball at the top of the box and just let him fucking shoot,
Yeah.
which is what they did
happened a
last
lot.
season. So that's when those players will prove themselves. As far as back to United, they're just average. They will be in the hunt because that 4 to 8 spot, any one of those
Yeah.
are imperfect, incomplete squads.
All right,
with
so I have
shitty managers.
I
in
have
my
a question for you. So this is there's been it's been an annoying portion of the summer, like the fact that like I would have preferred that City rolled over United in the FA Cup and they would have lost, because now United fans are just like, oh, all that and you didn't even get a fucking trophy. We had a better season. Arsenal, we had a trophy. It's like, eat a fucking dick. Not true. Like I get what you're saying, but I was like, your team's nowhere even fucking close. But I've had to listen to this. But here's the thing. Is it worth United winning that cup? Because then let's just say that if they hadn't won, Ten Hag would have been fired.
Oh, it's worth it.
Like Ten Hag in was worth it. I think like that, like
It's worth
him
it.
being there, getting a new deal, is like Ten Hag's never leading into the promised land.
Buying more players that he worked with in the past who haven't been good enough other places. Keep bringing.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep bringing him.
And I was like that's been the silver lining for me, is that okay, well he's still there, and then like he brings in their fucking defensive signing to play against us. Was it Lenny Yoro or whatever?
Yeah.
Who they knew had a foot injury when they
Which
signed him,
is weird.
and then played him, and he was hurt within 20 minutes.
Well, because who tackled him? Someone tackled him. One of our players tackled him.
Well, as they should have.
I mean, it wasn't. We don't play friendlies,
No,
right? I remember that from last year.
Those weren't friendlies.
We
no.
don't play friendlies.
That's not how it goes.
When they went in on our players 2 weeks
No.
before the start of the season.
And so Lenny Euro is out hurt for months, right?
6 months, bro, or 4 months,
Whatever,
But then 4 months plus no time in the league.
Yeah,
You're
get up to
talking
speed.
February before he's maybe up
19,
and running.
right? Like, yeah, I don't know. That's I love that for them, the way that's worked out
I
so
love
far.
it. And maybe 3, maybe 2 years, I'll be generous because apparently he's a fantastic talent.
Right. Yeah, across the board. Julian Laurent, all these the people that rank stuff
In 2
France.
years, it'll be good for him. But I'm going to enjoy the next 2 years
Oh,
when
yeah.
they have Maguire in the back with the midget, who's probably taller than me, but I'm going to call him a midget.
Nah, he's not talking.
and whoever they have playing on the right, who'd they just buy? DeLitt?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, Dillit's,
Great.
he's a good signing. But,
That defense is gonna get torched.
The other thing I appreciated was in that same match, Hoyland then also came out. He scored a goal against us and then came off injured.
I loved it.
It was perfect. Like, what a way to do it.
I didn't get enough love on my tweet when Yoro went down and went off, and I said he ain't crip walking off the pitch. There wasn't enough love for the tweet.
Let's just say, let's blame it to the faltering numbers. This is Elon's fault.
Yeah, I
It's
just
because
didn't
everyone
get-
moved to Threads, bro. That's
I should have put it on Threads.
God damn it.
But I don't know. What do you think of that team?
I think they have a better chance of making fourth this year, but it's there's so many intangibles and and like people that are just not like they're just so unproven in most places. Like they're gonna need. Like, they need a rebound season from Rashford. They need Garnacho to move on and get better, which could happen. Like, Garnacho is unfortunately pretty fucking good.
He's a very good young
for
player.
a little shithead. Like, I fucking hate that guy. He's got such a punchable face.
Oh, yeah. Like,
he's really one of the most,
but he's very talented.
He is. And so, it's contingent on a resurgent Rashford. And, Hoyland's got to stay healthy. This Xerxes guy's got to score 10 goals, like all of these things have to go right for them to get fourth. And it might happen.
I think any of those teams are up for it.
But yeah, I don't think I think we're gonna have plenty of entertainment of watching them with some pretty shit results at least a few times this season.
Well, I mean,
I don't expect them to be in. I expect by Christmas time the only conversation they're going to be in is the fourth conversation, nothing better.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. And a cup.
Yeah,
that's
right.
And that'll be a great season.
Trying to repeat the FA Cup,
and that'll be a great season for them.
Get a Caribou Cup. Yeah,
you enjoy that season. I'm here for it.
I hope you guys win the Caribou Cup because, and I know you want to win it, but if it keeps Ten Hag in another year,
it's worth it.
It's worth it.
I'll make the trade. I'll make the trade.
Oh man,
trophies are very important. They're important to all players. They're important to top players, and they're important to fans. But once we broke our nut in 2014 and got the FA Cup, and then 2 years later we had a couple more, it was like, yeah, that's great, but the rest of our season sucked. It didn't save the season. It saved the season the once, but if they did that again, their fans wouldn't be happy. So I hope they get that again.
I'm thinking, yeah, like I don't want United fans to have anything to be happy about this season.
I just don't think they're going to. I mean, I think their happiness is only going to be so high.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, the people that I've spoken to, they do think like fourth place is basically where they can top out, and so there's not.
Absolutely.
I mean, United fans are pretty fucking delusional, so they're back in contention, but they don't believe that shit. They don't believe that shit. No one that actually knows football thinks that.
And they're going to be nowhere near it. Not contention.
Yeah.
Not once you get. I mean, right? So every year people. I expect Brighton to win again this week and be top of the league after 2 matches. And we've seen it how many times over the years where Spurs get off to a 7-2-1 start, right? And they're top of the league, and then
and then the rest.
And then
is
it's
happening.
December, and then it's like, oh,
dude, all those videos, they're just like, oh, our season's over after September. We just got to win a few, and then that's it. It's really easy work being a Spurs fan. Season's over that soon. It's like God, like the what is the bet fucking site? But like Paddy Power and all this, like all the videos and shorts they make, they just take the fucking piss out of them.
They do such a good job.
It's so good. It's so good. And so we have to give, like I said, I was about ready to be done talking about the other matches, but do need to talk a little bit about the Tiny Tots. I don't like talking about them too much, but Jamie Vardy, back in the Premier League, gave us a wonderful moment. An easy, wide open goal at the back post.
Yeah, because you don't need to defend there. You just leave it open.
Yeah.
No one will be there.
Pedro Porro, who had scored the goal off of Madison Cross,
He's probably still celebrating.
Decided to gift one back.
He was probably still celebrating.
Hey, look at me.
40 minutes later.
I'm Spanish. I'm so good.
40 minutes later, he's probably still celebrating. So.
and as Spurs do, they gave it up from they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
And they almost
Not
lost.
Defeat. It was a draw. Almost a loss.
They almost lost with Vardy. Should have put
he should have
another
scored
chance away.
Yeah,
and then they could have still won, and they still couldn't finish it up.
But special shout out to Vardy for pounding his Red Bull at halftime. In the corridor, which we found on video, and then going out scoring the goal, and then giving it to the Tottenham supporters,
who must have been giving it to him.
in
the corner.
Pointing to the lion on his sleeve, saying, "I have 1, you have 0." And then giving him the V, like, hey, here you go, buddy.
He literally has 0 fucks to give that guy.
0. Like that guy, it's gonna suck when he scores against us and all that. But like this, you gotta as a character for the league and a guy who, like, should he even still be a first choice striker? I mean,
No.
holy shit! Like,
Well,
yeah.
I don't think he's first choice for them. I think he came on as a sub.
Well, no, he was a starter.
Was he?
Yeah, he started.
Oh, I must have missed him the whole game.
No, he was there. That's why he got subbed off around like the 70th minute or so.
Oh, I guess my
No,
memory.
No, he started. So I know and he's not the only striker, but he's the guy who started for that first match. So special shout out to him, Jamie Vardy, fucking doing it to it. Back in the Premier League, bringing the thunder.
Are any of those promoted teams going to stay in the league?
Not Ipswich.
Not Ipswich.
Southampton?
That's the only one, right? Because the Leicester's going to have points
guess.
deduction, right?
Are they?
I think so.
Oh, man. So Leicester just kind of fucked, huh?
I think so.
Well, then, yeah, maybe Southampton. But, I mean, yeah, they're probably all going back down. Maybe one. Yeah, if Southampton get on a good run. But, I mean, who have they signed? Who the fuck do they have? Like, nobody, right?
I have no idea who
I haven't heard shit.
They should have signed.
They should sign Reece for $20 million. They should do that tomorrow.
They should do it for 10 at least.
Yeah, at least 10.
And they should have Ramsdale in their goal at least.
At least they should at least do that. But I think people are waiting that out. Like, it's gonna be a fucking loan at the end of the season. It's gonna be
It'll be a
stupid.
loan.
It's gonna be stupid. All right, so let's wrap this up. We've been chatting. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a long time.
Been too long. We got a lot to fucking talk about. But let's talk a little bit about bigger picture things for this season, right? So what's obviously winning the league would be a successful year.
It would be an amazing year.
I want that. I want it really fucking bad. But
Really
there's
bad.
also still something I might want even more.
You still want the big year
I want
trophy?
big years. I want big years.
More than the Premier League.
I mean, yeah, we've never had it.
I know,
I've seen
but
us win a
it's just I know, but
I mean, and I don't want to face Madrid in the final or City, but anyone else? Anyone else?
I'd love it to be Bayern.
I'd love it to be Bayern. We don't have a good record, but I'd love it to be Bayern. But anyone, I want to be Barcelona.
Oh, I may die.
you would die.
That might
you would
be
explode.
my last.
You would be.
I need to up my life insurance if that happens.
that you'd be. What's his name? What's Stan's dad's name? Randy Marsh, in the little trailer room after he. You've seen the gif. He's covered in cum.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's laying in front of the.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, I have seen that.
yeah, that's what would happen. You would combust from excitement.
I wouldn't know what to do.
There wouldn't be much to do. It would just be
I mean,
everywhere.
That
Clean up on aisle 5.
That may top winning the league.
Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
I can't even picture it. Like.
Yeah. Well, I need Arsenal to make the semifinals of the Champions League.
That would be
That's
awesome.
gotta happen. I just want to see us in a semifinal tie, make a final. If we make it to the final, then I will actually be nervous as dog shit.
Yeah.
And especially if it's like, oh, now you're playing Real Madrid with that lineup, because that's the odds are you're getting Real Madrid in a semifinal or the final.
Absolutely.
And
You're getting him.
and you better hope it's a semifinal, because they don't lose the finals.
Doesn't
They
seem to be
don't
that-
lose the finals. It hasn't happened in years. They've won fucking however many straight, 5 or 6 in a row that they've made the final. They've won every fucking time. So I don't want to face them in the final. I don't. I don't really want to face them in the semifinal either. But if needs must, that gotta beat the best to be the best. I really don't want to face City. I'd rather face Real Madrid in a semifinal and get the 2-legged affair.
Yeah.
People didn't give us a lot of big chance when fucking Thierry went there and scored and shut them down.
I know. I love watching the clip of him going to the corner and them just trying to
just hacking him.
hack the hell out of him, and he's just like
It was like Salgado or something, right? I remember, because he was the guy just trying to hack him, just like,
and he
he
just
comes at him twice,
oh, it's just so beautiful.
and then gets it out. And it's like, there you go, got that,
Yeah.
no problem. So nonchalant, what a fucking pimp. So I mean, look, I want the title win. I want first place. Like the championship would be enough. I really want to make it to that next level at the Champions League, where we deserve to be. We should be in the Final Four. I think we are one of the 4 best teams in the fucking world.
It's hard for me to get my head around that, and I believe you're right. And I think we're
and this is all still contingent. This is all based on the end of form last season. So the new team has to come out and see how the new team blends in. Are we better than before? But as it stands, where we stand right fucking now, it's like there's no team in Italy that's better than us. Inter might give us a run for our money, but we are better than Inter. AC Milan's not there. Juve's not there.
No.
In Spain, it's just Real Madrid. The rest of them, Atleti would give us a really fucking tough time, but they're
just
not better
because of
than
the way
us.
they play.
Barcelona, we should fucking beat them. We should fucking beat Barcelona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No one else from Spain. Like, it's not, the rest, no. Germany, Bayern still have our fucking card. But I will take I want to play them again. 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 We'll fucking beat them one of these goddamn times. That was my most disappointing part in the season last year, was like not getting a result against those guys.
Yeah.
And it was like self-inflicted wound in that first fucking leg,
We've seen that in the Champions League for a long time.
And that's where it's just like why is that the one place where they fucking look immature, like not experienced enough? And it's like, well, all right.
I guess because they weren't.
Because they weren't, yeah. Because they didn't have that many Champions League matches. Yeah, I guess they don't fucking play their year in, year out like Real Madrid. But this team knows. I mean, we're so formidable size-wise. Everyone, they come out, they watch us, and it's like I said, we're winning the psychological warfare in the tunnel. They look next to them, and it's like against the Invincibles. It's like, oh shit, there's Ray Parler, there's Patrick Vieira, there's fucking Pascal Sigan, there's Colo Torre, there's Sol Campbell. Now we have 6 fucking giants. We're gonna be starting as soon as Zinchenko is officially dropped, and we have Calafiori in. We are playing 4 center backs every game, and then adding midfield of Rice and Marino.
and Havertz
and
up
Havertz.
front.
It's like you have Martin Odegaard and Saka and Martinelli as your only non-monsters.
None of them are small.
And none of them are small. Those 2 up front are strong as fuck, and you have the most technically gifted player in the Premier League in Martin Odegaard. He's only second to De Bruyne.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you put him in the same class right now because De Bruyne is in the fading.
Right.
But that's it. That's scary shit.
I mean,
they're all bigger. They're all bigger than Raya, except for those 3.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to watch it. I am really happy with our squad and our team to get to watch this team play.
All right, well, let's do it. It's time for predictions, as we do here on the Pintcast. So where do we finish in the league, and where do we finish in the Champions League?
First, I'm going with we win the Premier League.
Okay. And where do we go in the Champions League?
I think it's going to be a quarter again. But hey, good news. I'm never right on shit, so.
Okay.
How about you?
Semifinals of Champions League. Lose to Madrid or City. But if you lose to Madrid in the semifinals, and let's say we beat them, or we draw one leg, and so we're still, if we're in a fucking semifinal where we're 1 goal away from going to the final against Real Madrid in the second leg, I'm okay with that performance. You know what I mean? Even if you lose that match 3-1 and you won 1-0 at home or something, whatever, you're playing against the on paper the best team in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Right? The City are no longer the best team on paper, like Madrid are.
Yeah, it's some
this
obscure piece.
Some obscure piece.
Some obscure. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder who that could be. Something's tilted the scales. And although they fucking drew opening weekend, which was not good for my money, but didn't see that one coming. Up 1-0 at halftime. I was like, okay. No.
In the league?
I believe.
You believe.
I believe. But I just have here's what I have. All right. I'm going to say first with a caveat, but I will say I predict a healthy Arsenal team to win the league. We got really lucky last season.
Yeah.
I think we're better prepared to deal with the defensive injury.
Can you be more fucking prepared?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it might not work out that way, but I mean, you can only be prepared.
I'm terrified about injury for Saka because of adequate cover, And like all these guys who went away and played the Euros this year, and like, what if you don't want to say it?
Yeah.
Know?
What if stuff happens?
What if stuff happens to people that are important? Like, what about the guys that like you never dropped from midfield get hurt for a couple months, and now you're playing a Partey Jorginho midfield, or you're playing a Marino Partey midfield, or we didn't mention that Odegaard doesn't really have a good understudy. You're telling me we're gonna play 5 matches in a row with Vieira, or we're calling up fucking Nwaneri 17 to start for us. We're gonna do the Fabregas with our number 10.
We're gonna use our new winger out on the right, and we'll pull Saka in.
Saka's gonna be our new number 10. That's my concern. Like, if we stay healthy, I think we can fucking do it. I think we can do it. I'm just like, we know the way this has gone. Last year was, we had
health-wise.
We had some injuries, but they were all spread out. They never came to, defense stayed perfectly healthy the whole season. We were able to deal with it when Martinelli went out. Trossard just came straight in and performed perfectly. So, it's the fucking dealing with like whatever, like the hands that get dealt to you. Does someone roll up on someone's leg? He falls a certain way and he lands on the back of this guy's leg, and all of a sudden he has a fucking cruise shit, and all of a sudden his season's over. We lost Timber on the opening day last season.
Yeah,
Timber stays healthy this year, but next, it could be the day after the fucking the transfer window closes and X player, Like Ben White was the highest. I hadn't played Fantasy Premier League in a while. Ben White was the highest scoring defender last season in all the fucking Premier League. Crazy shit. But like, sure, we have Timber to play in his stead, and Tomiyasu hopefully sometimes.
Maybe.
But like
once a month.
But what if Ben White's out? What if we loan fucking Ramsdale out and then Raya gets hurt? And now we're depending on whoever this new Spanish keeper is that we're gonna sign from Espanyol or some shit. You know what I mean? I was like, barring that shit. So that's always. So that is a bullshit caveat, whatever. I'm predicting Arsenal win the fucking title. We're doing it.
Who's top scorer for Arsenal?
Ooh. Martin, no, Saka.
Maybe give it to Havertz.
Saka. Havertz will be shortly behind it. 15 goals for Havertz.
League goals? 15 league goals?
Yeah, I like that. 14 league goals for Havertz. 20 overall. You like that in the spread of things?
Havertz is going to score 21 goals. League goals.
League goals?
League goals.
21 league goals. He's already got one. So only 20 left in 20 and
37 games.
7 matches. All right. He scores 1 and 2. He's about there. I mean, you know what I will say? Havertz fucking stays. Oh, God. I just tried to say every jinxing thing. I was like, he never gets hurt. He never gets hurt. Clip it.
He's over here breaking windows, breaking mirrors, and
banging things. Fuck this guy.
Not knocking on wood. He's doing all the things.
My wooden desk.
We can't foresee all that shit.
We can't foresee that.
All we can go is what we have.
Like
today.
I said, I just Haaland could get injured. Bernardo could get injured. De Bruyne. I think we're gonna get a De Bruyne injury. The question is it going to be a 4-week, a 6-week, or a 3-month? I'm hoping for I mean, I don't have any ill will against that. He's a fucking orphan. He's got a bunch of crazy shit. De Bruyne.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got some crazy because well, the whole shit with his Courtois stuff and the stealing his girl and the. You don't know anything about this?
No.
He
stole Courtois' girl, or vice versa.
Courtois stole his girl and married his chick that he was with like forever, and that's part of why Courtois didn't go to the Euros, even though he just got fit again, and so yeah. So there's a whole fucking mess of basically dealing with what with that is, but that he's from he has a troubled childhood and upbringing. You're hearing the cat feeder. That's what that was.
I was like, what is that?
What is going on in the background? I'm trying to talk through it. Son of a bitch, we went too long. We made it all the way to feeding time. Son of a bitch. I thought we'd be done by now. But, we've had fun talking.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's good.
Okay. So I think
I will do my research on the
into the backstory of this.
I will do my WAG research.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to check that shit out because it's pretty wild. And so he's been through some shit, De Bruyne. So I think that's partially why they like in retrospect, looking at his quotes about like I can go to Saudi and just like make enough money I never have to worry about anything again if I go do that for 2 years. And it's like, well, this guy's kind of been on his own his whole life. He's a fucking orphan. It's like, oh well, I guess like maybe you look at it a little differently if you don't have like a family thing in place,
right?
And, a different kind of network. I was like, oh, that changes perspective as to why maybe he's been chip on the shoulder, kind of standoffish guy, and there's a little more as to why some character stuff with him.
I don't know. I guess for those players, just get as much as you can because you only have 2 years left, right?
Yeah, I think something like that. But when you're saying like who do I think's the high score for Arsenal, what did he get last year? So Saka got like 17 and 20 or something last year.
Sounds about right.
There. He almost got to that 2020 like I think he had like 40 combined between the two, but one was under 20 and whatever. I expect him to be like a 20-25 player this year. Like just continuing to be incrementally a little bit better, and he's going to get 20 league goals.
That would be great.
And that's why I'm like if Saka gets 20 and Havertz has 14 and Martinelli gets 10 and Trossard gets 7 and Jesus gets 7 and Declan gets 4 and Martin gets 8, like that's a fuck ton of goals. I don't know how much I just added up there, but it's a good amount. That's like 70, 80 goals.
Yeah. Well, we should win the league if that's the case.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the things. Like Odegaard is a double-digit goal scorer and assister, right? That's just a fact now.
Right.
He upped the thing and he's maintained that, right? That he scored 8. He scored over 10 in the season. I don't know how many of his league goals was just under that, but Martinelli has shown that he can be a 10-goal a season guy and should be about a 10-assist kind of guy. Saka's at a different level. He is at a 2020 level, which is fucking insane. Across all competitions, I expect to see him I expect him to be pushing, like, I expect him to eclipse 40 goal involvements and pushing 50. 45 will be exceptional. That's a 25 and 20 season, right? Or a 20 and 25 season across all competitions in 60 matches.
That's very impressive.
It's insane. But that's like, we are reaching the point. And I was saying this last year, but that like, there's Vinicius and Rodrigo, Vinny plays mostly left. So Rodrigo's playing on the right. It's like there's like Salah and who else? Like who else goes in front of Saka? I think with Rodrigo it's a toss up. And I would keep Saka over Rodrigo, but Rodrigo's putting up numbers.
Yeah.
Starting at Real Madrid, even like when no one really considered him, the guy. And other than that, it's like you look across the leagues. Like you want Leroy Sané, like he's pretty good, but like he's never had like he doesn't have like there's something about the drive and tenacity he doesn't have what Saka has. Like he ripped us up against them in the Champions League, which was really fucking annoying. But it's like okay, well that guy's an option, but he's not better than Saka. Is there anyone else in that league? Like the Adiemis and the guys at Dortmund? Like, no, they're not better than none of them better than Saka. The guys from Leverkusen, pretty good players. But Florian Wirtz, but he doesn't play Saka's position. He's more of a 10. He's more of an Odegaard. So not, no. Like we've named those big teams. The others like Barcelona. So Lamine Yamal, like
right.
Pretty good kid.
Pretty good kid.
Pretty fucking good kid.
Very talented.
He's not better than Saka right now.
No.
He's not. He's not. Great talent, amazing, great kid. Maybe he'll be better, but
Today's not.
So, and then it's our contemporaries in the league. We already said the only guy that you could make a case for, and it's mostly based on his track record, is Salah. So you have Mo Salah and you have Rodrigo. So we have a guy that makes, if you make a 25-man squad and you have 2 people per position, he's pretty much there. Like that's it. He is number 2 or number 3 at his position in the world. And we have that in a couple positions. We currently have that in Martin Odegaard is top 3 number 10s, right? Like you want to put like he's a better number 10 than Bellingham. I mean, but they also don't play exactly the same role.
Yeah.
It's a little different. You have De Bruyne, but it's like, well, the scales are starting to tilt, because he's getting a little past it, and Odegaard here. But I'm like, all right, who else is an actual 10? The Florian Wirtz from Leverkusen, pretty fucking good.
Very good.
But he's not better than Odegaard. I mean, like people currently I saw the rankings of all the players in the Premier League, and they put Odegaard as like the second or third best player in the league. Some big poll putting all these players together, and I was like, oh shit. Well, he's finally getting the respect from everybody that this guy is like, and I think because of the injuries and missing part of the season, De Bruyne is a little further down, but they had Odegaard I think listed at number 3 of like the best 50, the best 20 players in the Premier League, and had him ranked like that. And Saka was up there. But our highest ranked player, we also had defenders up in the top 10.
Yeah.
But it was Odegaard was our highest ranked player. And it's like, well, has Odegaard been our best player? It's like, well, as kind of being the glue and making everything work and leading the press, like that guy is the fucking, he makes it all work. So I don't know. So yeah, we'll see. But it's exciting shit, man. So much to be excited for. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a great season.
Everyone's talked about Martinelli needing a bounce back season. I agree. He's been my favorite player for you've known this for a few seasons. He still is. I love watching Odegaard. I love watching Saka. Martinelli's always excited me. Ever since those early goals against Liverpool in the League Cup, that goal against Chelsea when he ran down the entire field. Ever since that, those were the magic moments that captivated me. So I'm hoping to see a few more of those. This season. So I'm pretty, we're stoked where we're at. It's going to be good. I'm excited. Big year ahead. Big match against Villa. Up the fucking Arsenal. Let's beat them fucking 2-0. You got a score prediction for that match? I'm going to go 2-0.
4-1.
I like that. I like the idea of us not scoring at all. But if as long as we're up 3-0 before we concede that goal, I don't give a shit.
I don't know if it'll happen that way, but I see 4-1.
Sure.
I see us scoring because I don't think their defense is that great, and I think their changes in the midfield.
Yeah, right.
They can attack though.
Yeah, I hope we expose Onana because we chose not to go with him, and he did not look good for Belgium. So let's fuck him up. Let's get another one that bounces off the crossbar and hits Emmy in the back of the head and goes in.
It's one of my all-time favorite memories.
It's really one of the greatest moments.
One of the best things ever.
That was Jorginho's goal, right?
It was Jorginho's goal.
That's my favorite thing he's done in an Arsenal shirt. Like that goal to beat Villa off the back of Emmy's head.
Off the back. It was.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss, as they say.
Yes. Chef's kiss indeed. Oh man, it's been good, man. So let's do it. We'll have to do this again. I'm busy with other projects. There won't be too many Pintcasts going on, but we'll have a few. We'll have some stuff to update you. Let's chat again before halfway through. Let's do this. So at least get like a quarterly update with the OG lineup. But it's been a pleasure. You can follow us on all the same social medias. I'm at Morning Pints on all the shits. He is I Hate Your Club.
On all the shits.
On all the shits. And we are here for you all season with all the fun Arsenal stuff. And we're going to leave you a little song from a band I just heard really recently. They're called Tanuki-chan. And this song's called 100 Bands. All right, catch you later. Until the next time. Peace.
Bye.